This podcast is intended for educational purposes only. For more information and our full disclosure, please visit ncmidwifery.com and our podcast page. Well, welcome back to season 2 of More About Birth. Very excited to be here once again with our hosts, Shannon Bennett and Angie Hansen. Hey, ladies.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Angie.
Is it time to start?
Yes.
Sorry.
What's with the sunglasses?
Well, you know, it's just end of summer and I just feel like I'm sitting in my trailer here waiting for the
You don't
cameras
own
to
a
roll,
trailer?
so,
You don't own a trailer.
Hey, we've always talked about it.
What trailer?
True. Well,
Our
we keep
midwife trailer.
talking about this midwife trailer, but seriously, guys, welcome back to season 2. Well, that's where it all started with this season, and this is where it all ends.
Hello.
What's with the hello?
Well, I had to say it because you wrote it.
I hadn't had
On
all
the
my
notes.
coffee yet. That's why I wrote it twice. I was
Hello?
not.
Hello. I'm just
Awake.
making sure we got
It was
both
a- it
in.
was
I was not awake.
It was a wake-up call. Sorry, Angie, your mic was muted.
Welcome to
live.
our party.
We were muted. Hey, we are having a party because we are celebrating, as you can see, with our sparkling cider and our beautiful glasses that Johnny went out and found last night
Go,
because
Johnny.
couldn't find mine. We just want to welcome you back. This is the end of our season 2. We're excited that we literally made it through another
woo!
one. Keith, you made it.
I made it. It's
Keep
amazing.
Put up with us.
Aw.
You guys are fun. That's all I can say. Is
I
that
know, but we're a lot
had,
of work.
I had lots of laughs and other things.
We're a lot of work. But as you can see from the balloons, we are celebrating that this is the end of season 2. And some of the things that we wanted to just review today were the fun podcasts that we did, the guests that we had. We want to especially thank them. Angie, while I'm pouring sparkling cider, do you want to talk about some of the guests that you enjoyed?
Yes.
You got to get one for Keith.
Well, we always enjoy all of our guests, which is why we ask them to come on. You know,
No, we just do it because we don't want to have to do every single podcast.
oh,
Tell
goodness.
the truth. I'm not good at this.
There we go. Yeah.
No pressure.
Oh my
You're
God.
live.
Sparkly.
Sparkling cider.
Yeah, I always enjoy all of our guests. I was grateful that Catherine Holm was willing to come on and talk to us about
Yes.
breastfeeding stuff. That was
Yes.
podcast went well. I think it was well received. And
I especially like the one with Dr. Fraser,
oh yeah,
She's a
Ginger. Yes, we
lovingly known as Ginger.
love,
She's
love
like
Ginger.
Ginger's Ginger. What can I say? We always have fun.
Yeah.
All right, here's for you. Shall we cheer?
Woo!
Toast?
Sure. Let me get.
Toast,
Let me,
everybody.
let me get on
Season
camera
2.
here.
And to our listeners, thank you, faithful
Cheers.
listeners. Woo! Oh, we
You
didn't.
didn't.
That was a
clink.
bad clink.
Here we go.
That didn't
Woo.
clink very good either. Where's the sound that
Are
you
you
get on
gonna
the
hit
movie?
my? Are you gonna hit my glass? Can
Sure.
you reach? Okay. Here we go.
Cheers to Keith.
Cheers.
Woo!
I'm telling you
Cheers.
what, it doesn't make the same sound as it does in the movies. I'm
No, they have
disappointed.
special effects, and I
They
didn't.
said it
I
was
wasn't
real
prepared.
crystal.
I
I don't
wasn't
know.
prepared for that for today's live.
That was a real letdown. I was expecting
Sorry.
the cling.
Next year we'll have sound effects when we do the sparkling cider.
So how about Dr. Stevens? That was a good one.
Yeah, actually, that was one of my favorites, and we maybe weren't
That's
as
yummy.
crazy and like laughing as much as we sometimes do, but I feel it was really so important. I guess just because I feel it's an important topic
Yeah.
to me and to families, and I hope that that will continue to catch on
I
because
still
it's so
haven't been
good
in.
for people.
To see him.
I don't
I
think
still
you
have
will
my jaw
regret it.
issues.
Yeah.
And the thing I loved about that, chirodontics. I swear, it sounds like a new breed of dinosaur.
It does.
It really does. I loved when we interviewed Angie and talked about her journey into midwifery, which update on where we're at with all of that. The application's done.
Wow.
We have the final review.
That application was like the song that never ends.
We keep singing it.
We
but
sing that
it's
song.
the app that
Never ends.
Yeah.
Seriously. It just goes on and on, my friend.
Yes.
But we're going to do a final review, get it notarized. It will be off, and I'm hoping September, maybe for a test date.
yeah, it just really depends on how long it takes to process.
Right. Oh, I didn't tell you. I got an email, and they have a new testing program that they're using.
Yeah.
It's putting things through faster.
Oh, good.
Yeah, remind me
Wow.
to show that to you later.
Woo.
That's
What
exciting.
about, Hannah. Hannah was fun.
Yeah, I loved having Hannah on.
Hannah
We're
was
good friends
fun.
with Hannah, and I just love how peaceful she is. Check out her podcast if you haven't.
It's great.
And yes, it was
My big
lovely.
takeaway from that one, I think, was just that it's okay to have self-care in little snippets.
Mhm.
You always think of self-care as a weekend away or
Yeah.
whatever, but just a pedicure, a really cool cup of coffee that just is just right.
Yeah.
Or putting your bare feet in the grass and sitting in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun.
Yep.
This is kind of comical. So gonna tell one on Keith.
Uh-oh, don't, come on,
Hold
don't.
This one's good.
You didn't tell me this
So
in
we
our
had-
pre-live meeting.
Of course not. We had Dot Mitchell come on and talk to us about baby wearing, which was cool because
It was fun.
we found out, first of all, that she is not a shoe hound. She is a baby sling hound.
Yeah.
And that she actually offers moms, they can come over, they can try them on, she can fit them, and they have over 100 in a
Mhm.
suitcase or 2
Incredible.
or 3 that they can choose from. So we kept talking about baby wearing, and every time Keith is editing something or
Oh.
we're talking about this episode, he's like, you know, the baby hanging, the
hanging
hanging
babies.
babies thing.
The Hanging
I'm like,
Babies
"Keith,
episode.
It's baby wearing. Oh, well, they're hanging. It's hanging babies.
So wait, you got to tell them that I actually created a still image for the
He did.
podcast. I had you come in and do your
did.
proofing, which is why I have you do that. And you look at me and go,
I'm like,
you can't say hanging,
Hanging babies.
babies.
sounds really
And I went,
bad.
well, what is it? And you said wearing babies. So I still have the still image, but I'm not showing it today. I refuse.
Right.
So correct.
And then our hubbies came on.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was fun. I don't know if you had a takeaway from that one, but for me, I guess I never realized how hard it is on my family not knowing
Mm.
like where I am and any idea when I'll be home.
We play this game
It
called
just
Where's
never-
Shannon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been better, haven't I, about letting you know when I'm kind of on my way home or when it looks like things are wrapping up.
Yeah. And then the
Yeah.
older you get, the more kind of independent you get and have a routine. So I'm used to it.
Uh-oh.
Not that I
The
don't miss you
older I
while you're
get-
gone. I do miss you. I mean, I sit there and
He
pine
just does
away.
his thing when I'm gone. I know what happens.
Well, and on that note, I really have to say shout out to Johnny and my kiddos because they're phenomenal. They're awesome.
Mhm.
Johnny takes such good care of me and our family
rough
while I'm
life.
gone.
Are
And
you going to cry?
I
Don't
might.
do it.
Hey, he's on live right now
Oh,
too
he
with
did.
us.
Hi,
So
Johnny.
Johnny is on.
Oh, he's awesome. He's amazing, and I really couldn't do it without him. He just
No, there's
he helps
no
me
way.
get out the door. Yeah.
He packs her food.
He does. It's
makes her
ridiculous.
So are
coffee.
you saying that we're a part of the team? I mean,
Yeah. There's a great man behind every great woman.
I couldn't
right?
do it without him. I really couldn't do
Yeah.
it without my kids either. They help a lot, and
Yeah.
they're a huge support.
so one of the things that I remember is just, from a guy's perspective, especially in that podcast, just sitting there and listening to your guys' knowledge
Mhm.
and then listening to the guests. It's quite I mean, if you're here live, like we're live right now with a guest, there's so much stuff. There's so much
Like
information. It's
Keith
been
has
fascinating.
Been given an education.
I'm
this
educated.
year.
Can I be a
An
midwife too?
education this year.
honorary midwife.
Honorary midwife.
Keith, tell us about this contest.
The contest. Okay,
Mhm.
so
Whoa.
for those of you that have tuned in, here are the
It's cool.
rules.
You can have some.
I already have one entry. We have, I think I'm saying this right, Letitia.
Letitia?
She's
Yep.
already
Hi,
got her name in.
Letitia.
So I just need you to say hi, like we've already heard from a few saying hi, but I need to have you say hi in that same text if you listen to the audio podcast or the video podcast or both. And then do you have a favorite? So, and you could do an episode or you could just describe the topic or the guest. And once you do that, you're going to be entered into win. Shannon, what will they win if they follow these rules?
Well, we are going to put together a gift basket, but Angie and I talked about it, and she decided that it needs to be tailored to whoever wins.
It's going to be customized.
Yes.
So are we going to do
because
measurements and everything of the people to make sure it's tailored?
some of our mamas are postpartum, some of them are prenatal, some of them have brand new babies. Some of them are just thinking about getting pregnant, or we even have grandmas that listen to our podcast. So we need to customize this.
Yeah.
You'll definitely have
It's going to be filled with some of our favorite things.
more about birth mug and
Some of our favorite things.
Lily's chocolate.
Some chocolate for
Lily's
sure.
chocolate.
And but yeah, we wanted to really customize it and make it a special, fun gift to win. So
it'll be fun. It'll be
Yeah.
worth it. Trust me. So last season we introduced a little snippet called What Kids Say. Wish we'd have had a few more of them, but you know how kids are. You can't always get them to cooperate. So,
Right.
but I think Keith has one today for us here in a minute.
Nice.
We interact with kids a lot.
we do.
Love to have kids coming to the appointments. Yeah, I'm trying really hard, Angie, not to say what you said earlier.
Stop it. No, it is really
I'm
special
trying
though.
hard.
I love it when
I won't tell
the
on
kids
you.
are old enough to come and like help turn on the Doppler, and they
It's
really
fun.
like help check mom and their little new baby out. It's fun.
Even the tiny
It's good
ones, they
for
get
'em.
so excited. They'll come up and put their arms up for me to
Yeah.
put them up on the bed, and they want to push the buttons.
Good family moments.
Love them being a part of it. And they do some funny things, gotta tell you.
So are you ready to roll this clip?
Let's see it.
Sure.
What kids say. Here, let's go.
Who came to your house to live?
Brother. Brother.
Do you like to help with your baby brother?
Yes.
What do you guys help with?
Diapers. Take diapers.
Ew, you do diapers?
And when they're and poopy diapers. And then, I sometimes hold them so they can make breakfast.
What a big helper you are. What else do you guys do?
Help mom and daddy. Sometimes we help mom and dad with food.
You help to make the food?
And some.
Do you feed your brother?
No.
How come?
My boogers. My booger. My booger.
Did you get a new something at your house?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Nope. A brother.
Is
Did
he
you get
big?
a brother? Yes,
You
he's
didn't
big.
get a
I
brother?
got a little boy.
Oh, our little boys are brothers. What does he do?
Kisses us? No.
Does he eat a lot?
Yes. Does he kiss us?
Yes, he gives you kisses. Do you give him kisses?
Yep.
We're cute.
We actually
Aw.
had to do like 6 takes to even get them to hold
Yeah.
still that long.
Well, and the thing is, you guys get so busy with the clients that I was excited that you guys got this footage for the season finale
Yeah,
because
finally.
I
Yeah.
love listening to these little kids. They are classic.
I do have to tell a story on this clip though. So Katie gave me permission, to show her kids. And I asked the girls, I said, so what happened when your baby brother came? And they said, Daddy caught him. The midwife didn't come. And I said, what kind of a midwife doesn't come to the birth? And she goes, Shannon. It just happened
love
so
it.
fast that I was almost there and the baby came out.
So cute.
That's classic.
So,
So how do you then,
kids are
I mean,
honest.
obviously off topic a little bit, but how do you know when to go? I mean,
Usually mom tells us I'm having regular contractions, but sometimes they aren't regular and sometimes they're not feeling anything. And then boom, all of a sudden. that
so
water
do you guys
breaks
have
and out
like
they come.
a pole that you slide down and that changes you on the way down
Sure,
into
we have
super,
a birthmobile, like a Batmobile. We
and you drive out of the
pull
cave?
it out of the cave and put
Yeah.
our superhero capes on and off we
I'm
go.
so influenced by my childhood.
Oh my
Yeah, he's kind of a
goodness.
Batman fan. Angie, you had a favorite moment, so did I. So
Yeah.
mine's not really a funny moment, so I'll share it first and then
Okay.
I'll let you go. So Angie
I thought it was funny.
always has these ginormous words that normal people don't use in everyday talk.
So not true.
It is so true.
It is so
It's
true.
not true.
We have expanded our
It
vocabulary
is so
because of
true.
you.
I've had to look up a couple.
You should hear
And
the people I
read a
homeschool
lot.
with. I'm like
I was not
bottom of the
homeschooled.
list.
I was not homeschooled. I'm a very basic girl. So, one of the podcasts, which one was it?
I don't know.
To tear or not to tear. So we're talking about lidocaine and numbing, and I said something about viscous lidocaine, I believe, and you got this look on your face like, what?
You just pulled that out.
It was my moment. I felt like I got inducted into the Angie
Oh no.
Yes.
Word Hall of Fame.
And we shouted out, they're going to see this clip because you
So
were
go ahead
so
and roll
proud.
it.
Let's roll that
I was
clip.
very proud of myself.
Okay, here we
And
go.
that wasn't even one of my bigger words.
Okay, mic's on. So
Do you want to talk about comfrey tea,
I
or
have
would
the
you like
same
me
shirt
to?
on. Sure, go for it.
can you move your mic over a little bit, babe? It's
Sure.
blocking your face.
That way, this
Oh,
way.
That way. There you go.
All right.
I want to see your lovely face.
So everyone raves about the comfrey tea. I know this looks like something scary, but this is organic, cut and sifted. I can't talk. Comfrey leaf tea. You can order it online in big bags or sometimes smaller bags. We put it in our birth kits. You take this entire bag, which is about probably 2 packed cups, and put it in a gallon of hard boiling water. Stir it up. Just let it sit until it cools, and then you strain it through like cheesecloth. Keep it in the fridge. It makes a very viscous or very thick, slippery tea that's very, very healing.
Did you just use a word? Viscous?
Shannon's
I
word of the
used-
day.
Wow.
Woo!
Shannon threw out a word.
Word.
That's the first time I think that I've all of a sudden went
It's because
viscous.
I'm not as smart as
And I
Angie.
looked over to
come
Angie
on.
and went, wait, that came out of my wife's mouth. So what does viscous
Woo!
what does viscous mean?
Very thick and
Oh.
Slippery.
it's thick
Wow.
and slippery.
Okay.
Viscous tea.
Maybe I'm the only one that didn't know that, but I'm impressed.
Woo.
We're laughing. I have the same
Viscous.
shirt on. She has the same cami on. My
Yeah.
hair's the same. I have a different necklace on.
That was
How funny is
that was
that?
a cute moment.
I just felt very
Viscous.
important. But I know you got to pick first, which was your favorite moment. Of course, it was a hilarious one. So tell us about this.
So we kind of get a glimpse into like the inner workings of Shannon's brain here, because it's like, what's really going on in the file cabinet? I don't know. It was just, sometimes I think
Oh, Angie.
we get on these podcasts and it's like
It's a good
we're
thing
so
this isn't
busy,
real
we've got
alcohol.
stress going on in life, and it's almost like it's an outlet. Like we get to the podcast and then it's like the
And it all
balloon
comes
just
out.
pops, and I don't know. Yeah, we let out some of our stress, and it comes
Plus,
out
it's
in the
really
form
hot in
of
here.
laughter. Plus, it's really warm in here, and so yeah. Anyways, this is just like kind of typical for us losing it, but I thought that this was really funny. So.
And Keith decides, of course, to save it and show it
Yeah.
instead
so
of editing
well,
it like
it's
he
one of my
should.
favorites.
there's
so
no way we were pulling this blooper out.
Let's
so
see it.
okay, here we go.
In all my glory.
Yes.
I think the first thing we need to think about in our birth plan, and you guys might want to just, get out a pen and paper and take notes, and you can make a formal birth plan or guideline later.
Mhm.
We're just going to bring up some ideas for you to think about. So where are we going to have this baby? Are we doing a hospital birth?
In the car, obviously.
Are we doing a birth center birth? Are we doing a home birth? Are we doing a freestyle birth? What
we-
are we doing?
And we talked about earlier, you could even have, if you wanted to, you could have your baby on an airplane. Fly into
Yeah,
mama's
we wanna
house.
do a
Why
hot
not?
tub about.
a hot tub?
A hot tub?
Damn it. There
You gotta edit that bit.
No. We're leaving that in. So, guys, this is a live blooper here.
No, listen, I have hot tub on the brain.
I know.
We want to do a hot tub.
We already decided that the
it.
only picture we could use was like bobbing heads. That's all you guys will let me have.
Angie won't
And
let us
I
see
thought
the
I
body.
was loopy. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so we
Oh
want to
my
do a what kind of
gosh.
podcast? A hot tub.
Freudian slip.
Stop! I can't think. Want to do an airplane birth podcast.
Now,
There,
why-
I said it.
Now, why would we want to do an airplane birth
because
podcast?
I have this fantasy of delivering a baby on an airplane. It's in the file.
It's in
You
the-
need to get your feet back on solid ground, girl.
It's getting hot in here. Is it just me?
Ground. No, you got me totally off track. Okay.
Okay, I did. I
So
said that we
where
could have your
are
baby on an airplane.
You having your baby.
Wait a minute. I feel gypped because after that, not only am I taking my sweater off, Shannon's like, and Keith is like,
It's hot in
you
here.
can't,
All these
you can't
lights.
fan yourself on the podcast. It's like in the way. So
Speaking of,
no, and we
it is
missed. Wait
hot
a
in
minute. Wait
here.
a minute. I also feel gypped. We missed the first part of that clip, which was I'm going through the file cabinet in
know.
her office, and there's like people's names,
Not this
midwifery
again.
topics, and all of a sudden it's like vacations, and I'm like, Shannon,
Romantic
what's
getaways.
this? I'm like, maybe it's a list of like, where we can send couples, like recommendations. She's like, oh, that's just my wish list of where I'd like to go on vacation.
the
and
romantic getaways.
romantic getaways
You
file.
gotta file things somewhere,
Oh my
and it was
goodness.
alphabetical.
Actually, that was my favorite part, but I thought Angie, was already showing the clip, so I didn't cut that part in. But the whole fact that you laughed your head off about her
God.
file, romantic getaways,
Romantic getaways file.
that was
Right in the
classic.
middle of all the midwifery files.
Right. It's like,
yeah, like resuscitation.
Okay, guys, we need to go over the
Consensus.
contest rules again so people
Alrighty.
can get in.
Contest rules.
So here we go. So again, the rules are you can, during this live event, if you're on live with us right now on Facebook or on YouTube, you can answer these 3 questions. One is say hi with your name. Also, what you like to listen to, the audio podcast of More About Birth, and it's available on sites like Google, Apple. You can download the podcast app. You can listen to it there if you're too busy to watch the video, and YouTube. So do you watch YouTube? Do you listen to the audio podcast, or do you do both? And then the last question is, do you have a favorite podcast? If you do that, I'm writing your name down from the comments, and you're going to go in a drawing for a basket of a few of our favorite things. The only rules are you have to be over 18. That's just rules with contests that are online.
Yeah.
And it has to be in the United States. So if you're outside of the United States and you're on live with us, I'm sorry. And family and people that are on live with us can participate, because this is just a Angie and Shannon basket of some of their favorite things. And you'll be able to email us
That would be
later today at Shannon, where do you want them to email us at?
midwife Shannon at gmail.com.
So midwife Shannon, or you can go to the
Or
website that's on the bottom there of the screen, and you can go into the
midwifery.com.
and you can go to the contact section there and give us your information, because we're going to want to mail that basket to you. So if you answer those, so make sure you get all 3 questions, because it's things we want to know: audio or video or both. Are you listening to, and a favorite podcast? And make sure that you've added that to your comments in the screen. If you're on live with us, please give us a comment.
and do it soon, because we're going to do the drawing right here, right now at the end of this.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're going to be wrapping this up in just a second here. Let's talk about next season.
Yeah.
What do you have planned?
What
crazy things do you have planned?
We actually are thinking of making some pretty big changes.
Mhm.
We kind of want to leave it as a teaser. So hopefully, in the fall when we get rolling again after our break, you will get to tune back in. And I think it's going to be pretty different, actually.
Yep. And we're going to keep you posted with some different announcements along the way via Facebook. So be looking out for Facebook, Natural Care Midwifery page. And we're just going to leave it at that. You're going to love the surprises we have for you for next season.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to do a little bit more of like Shannon and Angie unscripted. Even more than usual.
In our jammies, just audio only.
Yeah.
At a birth, audio only.
Okay, well, I have a question.
Yeah.
So we'll do a little Q&A here if anybody else has a question. Let me just give you a shout out to some of our listeners. We have Letitia, we have Papa Golf, we have
Hey.
Johnny Hansen, we have Tana Greeno is on. I said Letitia on Facebook. We have Nicole and Luda Franklin. And if you haven't said hi, let us know you're on live
hey,
with us.
everybody.
And
Thanks
we
for
all-
coming.
Yeah, we also want to hear your comments after this goes, after live is over, and we'd still love to get those answers to those questions. You never know, we might give away a couple mugs if we get a lot of input after.
Yeah, type
these
it
two
in
go
so
live.
we can put you in the drawing.
Yeah. So right now, if you want to be in the contest, please let us know the answer to those 3 questions, your name, and say hi. Let us know if you listen to the audio or the video podcast or both. And if you have a favorite podcast, if there's one particular podcast that you can give us the version or the topic is great. So here's my question, ladies. Shannon, what are some of your summer plans when we're not doing the podcast this summer? What do you have planned?
My son sent me a gift card, and I used it to buy myself a lounge recliner for the yard.
Nice.
So I plan on sitting in the sun. The kids put in a pool, so I plan on doing some swimming, gardening, taking care of my flowers, spending time with my parents and my grandkids. And Keith and I hopefully will get to take a little weekend somewhere.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
How about Angie? What do you have planned for the summer during our break?
You're not like delivering any babies in all that like downtime, are you?
Sure, about 5 or 6 a month. No big deal.
Oh man. I am going to finish an application officially.
That's in the next week, not this summer.
I'm going to study for my test
Mhm.
and pass it.
Oh, you're going to Arizona too, aren't you?
Yeah, we have to travel to Arizona at some point to pick up our dog. Totally random, not like you needed to know that, but yeah,
It's a trip,
it is
It's a
quite a
trip.
trip because we drive.
long trip.
Yes.
Are you going to stop and do some fun things on the way?
No. We're not.
Seriously.
No. Just
Then why
kidding.
not fly?
No, I don't know what we'll do.
Fly that dog back home.
Well, I mean, we stop and like use the bathroom and get food and stuff.
That is really exciting.
It's so fun, right?
Oh,
Well, it is an
gosh.
adventure, that's for sure.
Oh, brother. 3 kids, a dog in the car,
Mm-hmm.
driving from Arizona, and all you're going to do for fun is stop and go potty. That really sounds exciting. Are we ready for this drawing?
Yeah. Does anybody
I've put
else
'em in
want
the
to?
cup.
Anybody else want to get in this drawing?
Last
I don't want to miss. I know
call.
it's delayed, so I don't want to miss any comments. Let me look up here. I don't see any more. So should we go ahead and do the drawing? Let's do a quick vote. If you want us to do the drawing right now, give us the thumbs up in the chat. Just say go for it. Are you
Thumbs
ready
up.
to win? If it's not too late for you to enter in, I will drop your name in here real quickly if you guys can get your comments in there. And just remember, ladies, we're about 7 seconds delayed for comments and the video getting to them. So
Where's the music?
we should do the
Life is better with background music. Where is it?
I don't know which track I have ready here.
Get it
You want-
together.
You want some?
Just
you want
roll
some
it. Just
music?
play anything.
Play something. Something.
Just not anything that'll put me to sleep.
How about this?
What's this? I don't hear it.
Shannon, could you just sing? for us,
It's
please?
audience cheering.
Absolutely not.
Hey, you were just
Shannon
saying you have a
doesn't
song
wanna
for
cheer.
everything.
You're the singer in the bunch.
Okay, well,
You're the one with the voice.
Letitia says, sure, go ahead. So let's draw out a name. Got to mix those up in there.
Okay, mix them.
And thanks again, guys, for joining us live. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel,
Me?
yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
you.
I'm picking it.
Here we go.
Ooh, okay. Moment of truth.
Winning the basket of a few of our favorite things.
And the winner is Tana.
Oh my goodness, Tana.
Woo!
Our greatest fan.
Wow. How does that happen? She just is so lucky.
Oh, this will be a fun basket to put together.
Yeah.
She's having a baby.
Woohoo!
This will be a fun one.
So you have
Congrats, Tana.
Yeah, thank you.
so Tana, you have
Hi, Lakin.
you have an opportunity to come pick it up live. So we'd love to get a shot of you picking it up. I know that you know where we live. So, and we have your address. Just, you might want to at least email us because that's what the contest rules say. So thank you guys so much for participating
yeah, thanks.
and for the ladies. And live, we want to do more of these lives next season. We'll see what happens. I have to drag these
We'll see about
ladies
that.
kicking and screaming into the lives.
We want to do things where we can be incognito like Hannah in her jammies
Yes.
or under the covers or in the hot tub or wherever we are.
There we go, the hot tub again.
I know. I think we should do the audio hot tub podcast being that the bobbing heads would not work. And Nicole says she loves watching you guys goof around. Crystal Lynn Darby is on. Hi, Crystal. Here watching you live on Facebook. I love all things birth and midwifery. So hi, Crystal. And
Aw, thank
Awesome.
you.
Luda
Hi, you
Franklin,
guys.
if I hadn't said hi already to Luda. And thank you guys so much.
Miss you, Luda.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much, guys. We really appreciate it.
See you next season.
Is that it? Are we done?
We are done.
Are you sure?
Stay
We are
tuned
done.
for updates over the summer. We will
Yep.
be sending some out
Check
occasionally.
the Natural Care Midwifery Facebook page. And yes, Bennett, we are done.
Okay, I just want to say thank you guys for working so hard in the podcast, and I toast you right now. You did a
Yeah,
good
round
job.
of
You know
applause
what?
for Keith.
Keith is the one that works
Shannon and
hard.
Angie and all the laughter. Thank
He
you so
spends
much.
hours editing things.
Yes.
So
Can I have another glass of that stuff?
Yeah,
sure, bring it on. It's just sparkling cider.
Okay, we'll see you guys next season later.
Bye, guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
Well, we want to thank you for joining us for season 2 of More About Birth. On behalf of Shannon and Angie, we hope you have a great summer, and we will see you very soon. This podcast is intended for educational purposes only. For our full disclosure, please visit us at nc-midwifery.com.